Well, just who's a better captain between Dhoni and Virat? There's clearly no end to this debate, but our consulting editor Boria Majumdar put that question to Aussie legend fast bowler Glenn McGrath, and he had a rather interesting take on the same. Listen in.
There is a serious debate going on in this country about captaincy and leadership. We've all seen MS, he's done great service to Indian cricket. We are seeing Virat and there's a major change. Have you observed from outside and will you want to comment on the two?
Yeah, well, MS and Virat, totally different personalities on the field. You know, for MS Dhoni, he never seems to be phased. Nothing gets under his skin. He's Mr. Cool, calm and collected. Whereas Virat, you know, he's got a certain attitude about him. You see him fire up. He's more in your face. They say that's the Australian mentality, to be aggressive on the field, don't back down. So if that's the case, a little bit. I'm not sure Virat would. I think he'd rather be called Indian than the Australian way. But that's the way he goes about it. He's a very confident player. He's a class batsman without a doubt, and just loves it and has that attitude, which I quite enjoy. I like watching Virat go about things, but different personalities. MS Dhoni, you know, has a respect of everyone. Did an incredible job. But Virat's personality is different.
But you know, that's what we are sort of trying to understand in this country, that under MS, while we won the World Cup at home, etc., we were never a competitive side in test match cricket overseas. In Australia 4-0 we were battered, in England 4-0. But under Virat we are seeing this change. For example, when he took over in Australia we competed. In the Caribbean, yes, it's not the same West Indies, but there is a serious change in mentality. Do you think that makes a difference?
Yeah, it's interesting. I have issues that when countries tour these days, they don't play anywhere near as well overseas as they do at home. I think the gap's getting wider. The wickets in Australia are probably the best batting wickets I've ever seen. The one in Melbourne that Australia played India on in the tour you were talking about, that wicket did not change in 5 days. They could have played 6 weeks in a row and that wicket would have still been brilliant to bat on. So these drop-in wickets are so good that they're not changing. So it's a little bit too in the favour of batsmen, those style of wickets. So my issue back home is that when I started playing, all wickets used to have different character. Now they're all the same. And I think that's bad for cricket. You need to learn to play in different conditions and to adapt to different conditions. I think the wickets that, especially that India got last tour, were nothing like the normal test wickets in Australia that, say, Sachin played on, or, you know, in his era, that the boys faced over there.